Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast, the 4 a.m. Talks. And I'm super excited to be back on this podcast. Another episode on the way. And I'm really happy to be bringing these episodes to you because you always, come to our episodes, watch and reflect back and become a better person. That is the most happiest part, and I'm really happy for that, and I'm really proud of it. So thank you very much. It's always possible only because of you guys, and I really wanted to thank from my bottom of my heart before I get into this episode. So before we get into this episode, let me tell you that this episode is going to be really important for you guys to actually take this and go back and reflect. It's really important. So what is that today's episode that I wanted to talk about? Today's episode is important because it is about taking your time off. Taking your time off, not only it doesn't mean that hey, I'm just going to take a time off now. No, it means that you are planning well ahead, that you need to you will be taking a time off in some time. Let's say now it's May, maybe you would be planning on June 1st or second week, I'm going to take a time off. It means that you are planning your time off. And do you remember the last episode I talked about proactiveness and how you should be prepared and all those things? It applies for this as well. You have to plan your time off. So I was reading this book called The One Thing. In the section of being productive, the author says you have to be a really productive person. If you are one among them, then you would always plan your time off, because those people who are really productive understand that it is equally important as you're working. So it means that you're taking some time off is as important as working, because you should understand that. Let's say, for example, I would give you an example for story, you would understand it better. Take an example of John Carpenter. John Carpenter is a big businessman. He runs several companies and he's a CEO and he has a lot of things to do. So what he does is, he plans his time off and he lets everyone know that he's not going to be available at that point. So all the other staffs and employees who are part of John Carpenter and his project groups, which needs to be approved or something by him, they will plan well ahead and they will know that John Carpenter is not available between the schedule that he had taken the time off. So we should plan well before and get the jobs done. This is what the employees and the staffs will be thinking. So what John Carpenter is doing by letting everyone else know is making other employees that working under his company, under him, to actually know that he's taking the time off and making sure that the work is done before that and everything is working smoothly. So in that way, John Carpenter has made everyone to work. The work doesn't stop, but he is taking the time off. In this story, you understood John Carpenter. The same goes with you. You may not be able to take a week off, but just take 2 to 3 days off for yourself. It doesn't mean that you go out with your family or you go out with the professional colleagues or someone. It's just for you. You just go out. It may be you wanted to go somewhere where you just wanted to be you. For example, a park or something, or a place where nobody is there and just you have to be there and just enjoy that moment. That is the most important thing, and you need to do that. So I'm encouraging you to go out there and do that. This is most important thing. It necessarily need not be money. You can spend less and you can go to a place where you are happy. That is the most important thing, and it depends on an individual on where he wants to go. And the only thing that you know best about you being happy is only you know that. So you should understand that fact, and you should have that quality time to be spent with yourself, and you will come back better. You will come out all guns blazing and have another great year of productivity and everything. That moment of taking the time off is really important, and that is what I am telling you to do as well. So what am I trying to tell you? You have to take a piece of paper and you have to write down what are the dates that you're going to take the time out, and plan accordingly and do the things that you wanted to do. Let's say, for example, I have a friend whose happiness always to go to his a village and be at his farm. So he likes to be sat under a tree. He wants to sit under a tree and enjoy the nature and enjoy the agriculture farm. That is his happiness. One of the other friends, they like going to movies. That meaning they are going movies alone. So it would that is the happiest moment for them. So for you, it could be different things. Just do that and take that time off, relax yourself, enjoy that moment, and after your time off, you come back to work and your personal life, you will be in a much better position, and you will be able to do a lot of good things, and you will be productive in your workplace, and also you will be better at taking decisions in your personal and professional life as well. So this is what I wanted to tell you. This episode may be really short, but very important one that I really wanted to convey and explain you, so that you would always take this into your heart. Take that, reflect, just go out there and execute this time off plan. So with that being said, I just wanted to thank you. You've always been part of this journey, this podcast journey. Thank you very much, and please do reflect and enjoy your time off. With that being said, if you have any comments, you can just comment below in the comment section if you're watching it on YouTube, or if you are just listening it on podcast, you can just email us at 4am talks podcast office @gmail.com, and we would be happy to look into it and respond to you. And if at all you're having any specific episodes in mind, and if you want us to do that, you can email us that as well. And YouTube guys, please if you're watching it on YouTube, please comment that in the comment section. Would be happy to look into it and bring that specific episode for you guys. So with that being said, have a wonderful day everyone, and have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you guys. Bye.